I know you guys like when I eat these awful, disgusting barf beans. But, hey, you know what? It's, what is it, 10,000 points? Nobody even has that many points. I'm not worried. Anyway, we have, I don't know what we're in for tonight exactly, but we're going to find out. So let's dive right in. The front page of r/mi the asshole. This is the top posts of the last month. We're going to look at them. We're going to read them, and I will judge them as I see fit. And chat, you guys can weigh in too, of course. Although all my judgments are final unless somebody has like a really good case for why it should be something else. Let me go open it up down here so I can see chat. Yep. Things are finally coming together. And hello, Mighty Stoosh. I guess he's eating dinner. Hello, Emmykins. I have a little analyzer up. Not that you guys care. Apparently there was some internet instability last week, which was what was causing the problems we were having. And that should be fixed now. I went into my work emails to see what was going on, and apparently there was, they tried to do something, it didn't work, they had to go back to the old thing. I'm not tech savvy enough. Look, I work in the office, I don't go out and lay pipe or whatever the people do out there. All right, light is off so I can read. So our first one here, at the very top, 39,000 upvotes net. So I guess, you know, however many upvotes plus downvotes or minus downvotes. Am I the asshole for suing my parents for my college money? It's my money and I need it now. Let's find out how much we should. I mean, they've already been judged as not the asshole. I'm sure this is everybody's fantasy. Like, oh, my parents suck, so it's gonna be hilarious when I sue them for money. Sadly, it seems like if your parents suck, they probably don't have a lot of money. Or they have a shitload of money and they're just withholding it from you. I don't know. Anyway, this is probably something different. My great aunt set up savings accounts for all of her female relatives. In our culture, it's another one of these. In our culture, education for women is not really valued, and she thought that was bullshit. She lived with her father in London, where she was educated. She went on to attend university and became a doctor. She married a British man. They moved to America and had a great life. She funded the education of as many of her nieces and grandnieces as she could. When she passed away, she left money for every girl relative she could. My parents managed to access the accounts that were set up for my sister and I. They used it to pay for my brother's wedding. All right, parents are clearly the asshole. This is pretty cut and dry. My sister didn't care because she got married 2 years out of high school and had no intention of going to college. When I graduated, I went to the bank to get money for school, and it was almost all gone. There was like $13,000 left. That's almost a whole, it's like a whole semester of tuition right there for one class. I asked my parents about it, and they said they had needed the money. I finally found out where the money went. I got furious. I was so disrespected. I got student loans and moved out. I'm a great source of shame to them, and I don't give two fucks. Very Mulan-esque. I'm currently suing them for the money that was left for me. My entire family is against me. They all think I'm a complete asshole for airing private family business in public, and that I'm putting money ahead of family. My friends are all on my side, but they're all Americans and don't really get my culture. Neither do I, to be honest. My brother called me up and offered to pay for my university if I dropped the lawsuit. I agreed as long as we had a legally binding contract. He said I was being an asshole for not trusting him. I said he should not have accepted my money for his wedding. It's causing all kinds of embarrassment in our community. I'm somewhat ashamed to be doing this, but I don't want to have this debt I should not have. Am I the ashamed for suing my parents for college money? Obviously, this woman is not the asshole. What fucking culture are these people coming from? I really would like to know. Not the asshole. Your parents didn't borrow your money. They stole it. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Yeah, this is pure Reddit hive mind bait. All the people are going to come crawling out of the woodwork to update that. So let's go on to the next one. Am I the asshole for not letting my miracle baby niece be my flower girl at my wedding? What the fuck is a miracle baby again? I feel like we've seen this term before, and I just totally am blanking on it. My 27F older brother and sister-in-law, both mid-30s, just welcomed their first child a year and a half ago after years of trying. After many failed attempts, sister-in-law was told she wouldn't be able to conceive due to a medical condition she has. They finally got pregnant. That's the miracle baby. It's like, oh, you can't ever have a baby, and then you have a baby. And then the guy's like, oh shit, I thought she couldn't get pregnant. Oh no, now my life is ruined. What am I gonna do? And then he has to smile and be like, oh, this is great. I'm so happy that you got pregnant, even though the doctor said you couldn't. Since having my niece, the baby has been the center of attention at every family event we've had since she was born. Birthdays, weddings, family get-togethers, you name it. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my niece, but it can get to be a little too much when my sister-in-law goes on and on about how long they tried to conceive, how many different positions they tried it in, all the different places they tried to conceive. I mean, they traveled all across the world. They were out in the woods at one point. They rented a car for the weekend and just kept going. Complications they've had, miscarriages, like a little too much info. like what I just said. Many family members have commented on how it's a little bit excessive, but no one has said anything because they don't want to sound like an asshole. Anyway, I'm getting married in the spring, and my brother and sister-in-law approached me last weekend about having my niece be the flower girl. My fiance, 35M. Wait a minute. Hold up. OP is 27. Fiance is 35 and has 2 kids from a previous marriage. I don't know, chat. I don't like how this is setting up. Dude would have been when he was 18, she would have been 10. That is not okay. His son is one of his groomsmen, and while his daughter had asked to be our flower girl when we told them the news we were getting married a year ago, as it's something she always wanted to do, so of course we said yes. Can't you just have 2 flower girls? Is it... I mean, obviously I don't want this little quote-unquote miracle baby to be in my wedding at all. If I'm the person getting married. Let's see. I explained this to my sister-in-law when she asked about my niece. She asked if my stepdaughter can just carry my niece with her. I said, I don't think she'd be comfortable with that considering she's 6. How old is this baby? They just welcomed their... Oh, year and a half. Okay. 6-year-old carrying a year and a half-year-old. Yeah, that's not going to go well. She then asked why I can't give that role to my niece and allow herself to carry my niece down as the flower girl. I said no because I already promised. The fucking niece is a year and a half. Why? First of all, she can't be a flower girl because she can barely walk. And being a flower girl implies you're like walking down the aisle and tossing flower petals or whatever. This is a year and a half-year-old. This is an 18-month-old child, baby, infant. Cannot be your flower girl. I don't even think that's a thing. All right, so then she asked why I can't, okay. She then started going off about how my lack of effort to incorporate my niece is disgusting to her. I should honor her in some way since I know how long and hard they tried to conceive. Now, I may sound like an asshole for this, but I got kind of fed up and snapped and said, incorporate my niece how? By the time the wedding comes, she'll be 2 years old. The entire family already knows your story about how long and hard you guys tried for her. What more do you expect me to do to honor her? Yeah, I'm getting fed up too, and I'm not even there. She started crying and said clearly, I don't love my one and only niece and I'm letting her down. I said, of course I love my niece and obviously she's going to be involved in pictures and stuff. I'm not going to let my stepdaughter down by giving my niece a role she's too young to remember anyway. Well, now my sister-in-law and my brother are pissed off with me for not letting my niece be flower girl and are running around telling the rest of the family I don't love my niece. My mom had been trying to stay neutral, but thinks my stepdaughter would understand if I explained it to her that I need to give that role to my niece. Holy fuck, Mom. Come on. I'm firm in my decision. Actually, you know what? She's marrying a guy that's 8 years older than her. I don't trust her judgment. I say let the niece be the flower girl. Yeah, you are the asshole. And Emmykins, I did see her message earlier. If you guys see in chat, Emmykin says, I would be so happy if I was told that. She's referring to being told she could not have kids. However, obviously, that is irrelevant because this woman got pregnant after being told she could not have a baby. So I still would not trust that diagnosis. Like, it would be a nice safety net if something goes wrong. It's like, okay, well, at least, like, we've been careful. Odds are you still aren't gonna get pregnant or whatever. This is TMI at this point. But yes, that'd be cool. Okay, everybody's gonna say not the asshole, obviously, because Redditors hate people with kids and also hate kids and also hate women. So because sister-in-law is both a woman and has a kid, and the story is about a kid, that's 3 strikes against OP just being a woman. Therefore, in the Reddit justice system, OP is not the asshole. So we're just gonna blow through these early ones, I think, because we need to get to the good stuff down at the bottom. Am I the asshole for reporting my classmate for joking that I have pretty privilege? Posted by deleted. Oh no, they must have got shamed pretty hard for deleting that. Okay. Background, I, F23, am one of only a few female students in a male-dominated course. All right, you could have just said engineering. Furthermore, I am at a highly prestigious university and haven't really gotten along with the guys on my course. They're all very competitive and I just don't really enjoy their company. Everything turns into a pissing contest. And as a woman, I am incapable of pissing. They definitely take me less seriously because I'm a woman. I stopped interacting with them beyond the mere minimum and choose to hang out with other people. Okay. I'm surprised Reddit voted not the asshole in this. We're gonna need more info. Anyway, I did well in our recent exams. I topped 2 out of 4 exams we've had so far. Oh, good for you. Ooh. Our professor congratulated me during class. I wouldn't have advertised this myself. A lot of parenthetical side notes here. Ever since then, my interactions with a specific group of male classmates have gotten weird. They're now outright rude and challenge me aggressively in class discussions. We recently had some presentations, and one of them chose to do theirs on, to put it simply, pretty privilege, which is a real thing that I will never get to experience because I am a short, fat, bald man, and that does not really fly in 2023, unfortunately. They specifically pointed to 2 papers that suggested that pretty female students get overscored in assessments. The other guys in the group snickered, and one even gave me a wink. Afterwards, I heard them in the hallway joking that they had experience with that themselves. Okay, these guys are great. I like these guys. I've been seeing a PhD student within our department for a month. He has literally nothing to do with our course. Well, we ran into one of my course mates, A, together. One of my course mates, A. Okay, that's the name that she's giving him. The next day in class, his friend B asked me if my boyfriend helped me with exams. He said this intentionally loudly and in front of the professor, who heard this. I replied that I don't have a boyfriend because he's not my BF. We just fuck and go on dates. But then B pointed out how he had run into me with the PhD student, making a point to say his name. The prof knows him. I just replied that we're only friends. They didn't let up. I heard that they discussed this thing in 2 more classes in earshot of the professors. Both times they suggested I got help for my exams. I wasn't even saying, holy crap. Enough with the parentheses, man. This is like my writing. I didn't confront them, but this has been causing me so much anxiety. Oh, fucking anxiety. Even without the exam accusations. See this? You guys see what's happening now. Now I'm doing little parenthetical side notes on top of hers. I worked hard to get here and I don't want to be known among the faculty for my dating life. I raised this issue with my supervisor without the intention of taking it any further, but I wanted her advice as a woman in academia. She's ugly, by the way, so she wouldn't be able to help me. She convinced me to let her email their supervisors to remind them of proper conduct and described their treatment of an unnamed female student. Okay, yep. She didn't name me, but they figured it out. Yeah, who else would it be? It's the pretty one. They confronted me after class and asked me why I would report their silly joke. Apparently their supervisors are now very cold towards them and less interested in helping. It's not a formal complaint, only their supervisors know. But one of them, C, said his supervisor writes the reports for his financial aid / scholarship and it was my fault if he lost out on that. I now feel a bit embarrassed that, and this was compounded by a friend telling me I took it too far because C shouldn't lose out on his scholarship. So Reddit, am I the asshole? Edit, grammar. Sure. Yeah, this is just like my writing, which is actually very good, by the way. No, this is exactly how I wrote when I was in high school. I would put every little thing in parentheses. I'd be like, so the United States of America, and then in parentheses it would be like, which is a collection of 50 states that was founded in 1776, etc., etc. All right. I mean, I don't think she's the asshole, but also it just sounds like they're pissed that this like pretty girl just gets better grades because she's pretty, which maybe she doesn't understand. I mean, we need pics, info. What do you look like? That's what we need here. But yeah, probably, like, realistically, not the asshole. But I am curious. I, 23, am dating a professor at M35. And he is not related to my coursework, but people are accusing me of getting better grades. Like, then maybe we'd have a problem. Info. Yeah, info. Are you hot? How hot is she? Am I the asshole for removing my daughter's bedroom door because she won't stop slamming it? Come on and slam. If you wanna slam. Oh my God. Why do people do this? In the first paragraph, I, 40F, have 3 kids, Maggie, Levi, and Charlie. Not their real names. No shit. Not their real names. You're on Am I the Asshole? It's a given. Mighty Stoosh wants to slam. All right, well, go find a door and just get to slamming. Levi and Charlie share a bedroom. Maggie has her own room as the oldest and also only girl. Yeah, because otherwise it'd be weird, right? It's like Maggie and Levi share a bedroom, but Charlie, because he's the youngest and one of 2 boys. Maggie's a great kid. She does her homework, helps with chores without too much complaint. All right, I guess that's to be expected from a 14-year-old. Doesn't bug her little brothers too much. Oh, it's more fucking parentheses. The issue is that she will not stop slamming her bedroom door. When she gets up to use the bathroom at night, she slams her bedroom door on the way out and back. And what the hell? Why? When she gets up in the morning or goes to bed at night, she slams it. Pretty much anytime she enters or exits her room, the door gets slammed. And it's only her door, none of the other doors in the house. It shakes the walls and frequently wakes everyone else up in the house. Her brother's room shares a wall with hers, and our bedroom is directly above theirs. This is like my house when I was in high school. I think my sister might have used to slam the door too. I don't know. She got pretty cranky sometimes. We've talked to her about it and asked her very politely to please be more mindful about it because it is disturbing the rest of us, but it's in one ear and out the other. We tried being more forceful about it, saying if she continues to slam her door, there will start to be consequences. Still nothing changes. It all came to a head the other night when she got up to use the bathroom and all 4 of us were woken up by the slamming. I have to be up at 5 a.m. for work. Oh, well, then you should, I mean, it shouldn't matter if it's... How often do people have to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom? I've had enough of the broken sleep and came downstairs and knocked on her door. She opened it and said, "What?" With such attitude, it took a lot of self-control to not start yelling. Add padding to the door. Is that a thing you can do? Wouldn't it then not close properly? I told her as calmly as I could if she slammed that door one more time, she was going to come home and find it gone. She pretended to yell at me to leave her alone and slammed. Okay, listen. In the second paragraph, you said Maggie is a great kid. It does not sound like she is a great kid. It sounds like she's a little bitch, all right? You've asked her not to do something that's very straightforward, and then she yelled at you and told you to, like, get the fuck out of her room, and then she slammed the door in your face. She yelled at me to leave her alone and then slammed it 5 times as hard as she could. The next day, Friday, she went to school and my husband and I both had the day off. How convenient. So we took the door off the frame and installed a curtain rod with a nice heavy curtain over the door instead. She came home and freaked the fuck out. She said we're being emotionally abusive and taking away her right to privacy. At least you got a curtain. They could have just left it open. What are you doing in there? Spanking time. She's 14. That's not going to work. She came home and also you shouldn't hit your kids. She came home and freaked the fuck out, yada yada. She sulked all weekend and won't talk to us now. My mother says I'm the asshole because I overreacted, but she doesn't have to deal. Yeah, mom doesn't have to deal with the house shaking. Get the fuck out of here. I want to add that we completely respect each other's privacy in our house, which is why we hung up a heavy curtain and made sure we couldn't see through it or around it. We even put little Velcro. I would rather have that than a door, honestly. That sounds great. Yeah, little Velcro pieces on the wall and curtain side so it stays in place. It's better than my house. What the hell? She still has her physical privacy, which she is absolutely entitled to, but can't slam a piece of fabric. She'll find something. Maybe she'll just start banging on the walls. We also have never and still don't just go into her room unannounced and still knock on the wall to ask permission to enter. We've told her we'll happily put her door back on once she agrees to respect the no slamming rule. This sounds fine. This is like a non-issue. Why did you even come to Reddit with this? Reddit, I'm parenting. Am I the asshole? No, obviously not. The fuck out of here. Slamming your door for no reason. Did she like watch a YouTube video? Maybe she saw a TikTok that's like, how to get a boyfriend fast. Slam your door 5 times. Doesn't make any sense. Am I the asshole for not punishing my 7-year-old daughter for her play relationships? I am intrigued. Let us find out what a play relationship is. Oh, this is a nice short one. My husband and I have a 7-year-old daughter together, Layla, not her real name. A few months ago, Layla got a boyfriend, Lucas. They are both 7, so it's obviously not a real relationship. Motherfucker. I had more real relationships when I was 7. That's not true. They just hold hands sometimes and they draw each other's heart for a Valentine's Day. Yeah, that's cute. That's fun. This week, Layla was apparently holding hands with another boy. Oh. Betrayal. Who also sent Layla a Valentine's Day love letter. This week? Oh, I guess. No, wait, 24 days ago. That was like the beginning of March. That's not Valentine's Day anymore. Lucas took offense to it. We found out because Lucas's parents called to tell us Lucas won't be coming over to us this Saturday like it was originally planned because he is mad at Layla. My husband wants to punish Layla and wants me to have a talk with her about faithfulness. At first I thought he was joking, but no, he was serious. He says that Layla cheated on Lucas and I, as her mother, should do something about it. Holy shit. Luke and Leia. It's Layla though. But yeah, it is pretty close. I told my husband that Layla is 7, not a cheater, and I won't treat her as such. He then accused me of raising a cheater. Why is our 7-year-old daughter a harlot? Wife, punish her. I mean, maybe have a talk about like why is she doing this? Like she's 7, she's not an. They are capable of conversation at that age, from what I understand. Yeah, spoiler alert, they're brother and sister. Separated at birth. No, probably not the asshole, but your husband's being a little weird about it. I mean, I guess if there was the understanding, I don't know how much of that is there at 7 outside of like, oh, I watched a Disney movie and there's like a prince and a princess, so that's like a thing that happens. Obviously at 7 you don't really grasp the nuances of human relationships. Jar Jar is not a Sith Lord, mighty stoosh, no matter how many times everybody talks about it. It's a stupid theory meant to cover up the shittiness of the prequels, and it doesn't even do that. Am I the asshole for letting my sister walk me down the aisle despite my fiance and his family's objections? I mean, if your fiance is not cool with it, then yeah, a little bit. How long is this one? If this is a long one, I'm not, okay. No, we're not, no, I'm not even gonna bother. I don't care. Am I the asshole for calling him a fucking embarrassment? They're talking about me, chat. I've been seeing my fiance for 4 years now, and I came into the relationship with 2 boys. My boys are now 12 and 9. Once a year, me and the boys go to my family's vacation home with the entire family, and up until this year, my fiance did not attend. But now that we are engaged and merging families, the family asked that he come too. They all get along great with him anyways. I explained to him prior to us coming to our family retreat that during our week stay with the family, my kids do not have a bedtime. Awesome. That sounds amazing. We do a lot of night activities such as night swimming in the pool, karaoke, fires, nightly strolls through the neighborhood, etc., etc. So during this week, my kids absolutely do not have a bedtime, and this is how it has always been. I made it clear that bedtime was not to be enforced like it was at home because this is a vacation and time with family, and I'm not making my kids miss out on the nightly activities. I also explained that due to this, some nights they are up until easily 11 to midnight. Yeah, because it's kids. And if I was a kid and I didn't have to go to bed, you better believe I'm staying up past midnight. Okay, so he was fully aware, and please note that this is the only time I've seen this side of him that I will mention below. Girl, run away now. We got here the first night, and you can tell he's already uncomfortable with the boys staying up past their bedtime. Why, though? I'm asking why. Why is he uncomfortable with it? Like, who cares? Are there any parents in the audience tonight? I need some parental stuff. Somebody tell me, why is a bedtime so important that you need to like fuck with your relationship to get it working? Or to like enforce it or whatever. Okay, because that's theirs. Oh, okay. Repeat bot is like, but if the kids aren't in bed, when are we gonna do it? All right. He was stressed out because the boys were still in the pool at 10 p.m. and he felt that they should be in bed already so we could fuck. I reminded him at least twice that we were not enforcing a bedtime here, and he let it go the first night. The second night, 9 p.m. rolls around and the boys were still up, and my fiance was dropping comments like, "You're lucky you're even still awake right now. You should be in bed so me and your mom can fuck." Saying it right in front of my mom, who looked mortified that he had such an attitude. I told him to cut the fucking shit in private. Yeah, stop talking about that. He tells me he thinks it's fucked up and that it's going to be terrible trying to get them back on their schedule, which has literally never been an issue. I stood firm and told him to knock it off and let it go, just like the song. But then last night, my fiance starts angry sighing. Oh my God. Emmykins, where are you? Emmykins does the most... I don't want to say the most. She does a very exaggerated angry sigh. And when I hear that sound, like the hair stands up on the back of my neck because I know something has happened or I've done something stupid. I wish she wouldn't do it, but you know, I guess that's her secret weapon. Every single time he looks at my kid still awake, and I finally pulled him aside and told him he was a fucking embarrassment because he keeps saying these comments in front of my family, which leads to awkward silences and judgmental glances my way. I warned him prior to coming here, and if he had an issue that he can't control for a week, then he needs to leave because he's ruining our trip with his passive-aggressive BS surrounding a bedtime. He then told me I'm the asshole for making him feel like garbage over wanting to keep the kids on a schedule because it's best for them. I like how, yeah, best for them is definitely in quotations. I don't know what the purpose of a bedtime is other than to get the kids, like, out of your hair for a couple of hours. Like RepeatBot says, for sexy time. When I was a kid, it didn't matter what time you put me to bed. You're trying to get me up to go to school, you better believe you're gonna have to do it yourself, man. I still remember when I was in elementary school, we had to get up extra early because I had to drive to school because for some reason my parents decided to put me in a school that was like 45 minutes away instead of the one that was on base. So they'd get me up at like 6 in the morning, which when you're a kid is, I think that's pretty early. And I was basically still asleep while my mom got me dressed and everything ready for school, and then like shoved me in the car where I would then sleep in the car. And it didn't matter. Like, okay, it's 8 o'clock, it's bedtime. Okay, I'm in bed, I'm sleeping. 10 hours later, Nope. Still sleeping. Not happening. All right. Yeah, not the asshole. Your fiance is a fucking weirdo. I don't know what else to tell you. Imagine sitting down and explaining something to someone. First of all, why do you even have to explain that the kids have no bedtime on vacation? The fact that you had to sit down with this man and say, listen, the kids don't have a bedtime on vacation. That should be implied. Why is he so... we're just going to keep going back to the sexy time thing. He's like, listen, we put the kids to bed at 9. We fuck at 9:30. That is the schedule. You do not mess with the schedule. I can't think of any other explanation. It's the only theory that makes sense. What else is the guy doing it? Like, who cares if the kids are up? Unless that's what you're doing. All right, the next one is interesting. Am I the asshole for calling my sister a coke whore because she drinks copious amounts of Coca-Cola? I am 18F. Yeah, you're the asshole. 18F. Nope, you lose. Sorry. This is Reddit. I live with my parents and my sister Joanne, who is 23. Joanne has a cocaine habit. How do you know? And she claims it's normal in her job and it's just the lifestyle of chefing. Yeah, she's got a point, actually. I talk to my chef friend all the time. And, you know, I don't know a lot about the world of professional cooking or whatever. But I do understand that basically everyone who works in the kitchen is on something. Whether that's weed or alcohol or I get cocaine in this case, or fentanyl or whatever. Because being a chef is a miserable experience and you gotta have something to numb the pain. My parents seem to be ignoring it since Joanne pays her rent on time and keeps to herself. I'm not seeing the problem. I'm a college student on a government grant and I'm in college Monday to Friday until 5 to 6. Working isn't really an option for me right now, so I don't go out much and I spend all my money on college supplies. Like 24 cases of beer, who's with me? Joanne doesn't seem to understand this and is always asking to borrow money and whatnot. I always say no because it works out that I only have 40 euros. Oh, this is in Europe. That puts a little bit of a wrench in there. Let's see. I always say no because it works out that I got, yeah, 40. I got a Christmas bonus on my grant. What? Is that a thing? And I ended up deciding to book tickets for a small-ish local gig that's next week. I booked two, one for me and one for my best friend because her birthday is the same day and she loves the type of music. How convenient. It was meant to be a surprise for her. I had told Joanne about this on one of her good days because I was genuinely excited to finally do something and live the college student lifestyle for a night. The tickets were digital on an account shared with my parents. Joanne had asked for the login, telling them that she wanted to book tickets to something. But she was lying and used it to sell my tickets for drug money. This never happened, chat. I didn't find out until I'd gotten the email to confirm the tickets were sent to someone else, and I was really confused at first. I checked and they were sent to someone I know Joanne knows. I went straight to her when she got home and asked what the fuck she did, and she tried lying, but I showed her proof it went to someone she knows. It showed her proof it went to someone she knows. And told her I want my money back then and there. She told me it was gone already. I lost my mind and started yelling at her because it wasn't fair. My mom was just in from work and I was screaming at my sister who was crying at that point saying she was sorry and she didn't know it would upset me this much. Okay. Yeah, of course you didn't. My mom got involved and told me to keep my voice down. We'll talk about it. I told her to shut up and stay out of it, Mom. What do you know? I ended up saying something along the lines of, why is it fair that you get to do this to me when I've never even drank alcohol or smoked weed? Why does this coke whore get to be the golden child bit, not me? Okay, this is made up. This is bait. That explains a lot. I'm starting to get more serious about calling out bait when we see it, chat. I don't think anyone has ever used the term golden child in a not Reddit post. Obviously that was a Reddit post, but it was meant to be a like a representation of a dialogue they had with their mom. More of a monologue, really. Am I the asshole for packing my kid an inappropriate lunch? Listen, all we had in the house was penis-shaped pasta that we got from the bachelor party. Or I guess a bachelorette party, unless it's a gay bachelor party, and in which case, you know, go off. I, 34F. Oh no, just kidding. It was a bachelorette party. Yeah. Have a 5M son who attends preschool. Fish for the child to microwave. That is 100% inappropriate. If that was the case, this would definitely be an asshole. But we got to find out more. We need more info. A few hours after I picked him up from school today, I got a phone call from his teacher. She made absolutely no effort to sound kind when she, in an extremely rude and annoyed tone, like the one I use right now, told me to stop packing my son such disgusting and inappropriate lunches. Listen, I get discount cakes from the what are those bakeries called where you get like naked cakes? It's like a sexy bakery. Hold on, I gotta look this up on the other screen. No, I don't want a picture of a guy in an apron and that's it. What is it? What is this actually called? Oh, erotic bakery. I have an Am I the Asshole on my feed and I never read the ones you do. What's your sort option? It is, hold on, Mighty Stoosh. It's just top posts from the past month. So I'm on top from the past month. That's how I sort it. We didn't get to find out. I felt absolutely appalled when she said this, as me and the teacher have up until now always maintained a very friendly relationship. She added that the lunches I'm packing my son are very distracting for the other students and have an unpleasant odor. I told her that I understand her concerns, as the lunches I pack are definitely not the healthiest, but the lunches are according to my son's preferences. Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. The usual lunch that I send him to school with is small celery sticks with blue cheese and goat cheese, kimchi and Spam. We are Korean and he absolutely adores this dish. And spicy Doritos marinated in sriracha. I know, but he deserves a snack and I don't put that many chips in the baggie. Oh no. This is like me at work. This one, you are the asshole. We're done here. You cannot pack this. Where is it sitting all day and marinating? I ended the call by saying I very much appreciated her worries, but that at the end of the day, I'm not going to drastically change my son's lunches all of a sudden. It's not my fault if other students are distracted by his meal. It's very important to me that what my son enjoys, and I want him to like my lunches. What country is this? And how do I avoid it? I only microwave fish at work when that's what Emmykins packs me, all right? Listen, I appreciate a good kimchi and Spam dish. I kind of draw the line at the celery sticks. I don't mind blue cheese, but the goat cheese also? That's a little weird. She's Korean, but probably American. Yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna say, if this was in Korea, they'd be like, oh, kimchi, no problem. You want some of ours? We brought some too. Let's trade them. Report her to the principal. Her comments regarding your son's food are disgusting and have an unpleasant tone. AKA cough cough racist tone. What racist? All right, whatever. I don't know. Not the asshole, sure. I think maybe the kimchi. My coworkers will complain if I bring kimchi in, so I've stopped bringing it in. I can kind of understand where they're coming from, but I think you need to lead with that, and you don't need to be rude about it. Just be like, hey, listen, the the lunches sit out all morning until lunchtime, and your son's lunches are getting a little rank, with the fermented spiced cabbage. So maybe you could, I don't know, just not pack the kimchi. The rest of it's fine though. Maybe swap it out for some sauerkraut. Just, whatever. If you were Korean though, that would be cool to complain about. It would be cool to complain about. Oh yeah, it wouldn't be racist then. But yeah, I don't know. I repeat that. I feed my child only beans for lunch, and his farting is distracting the other students. I remember I was in, I think, 7th grade, and one of my buddies, we were in a class together, and it was a science class. I remember this specifically. It's a very vivid memory. And he just lets out this insanely loud fart in the middle of class. And the teacher went off on him and made him go stand outside until he was done. Because everybody just lost it. Everybody was laughing. The control of the class was lost. What do you do though? Like if somebody just rips one in the middle of class while you're teaching as the teacher, because you can't just be like, no farting in my class, because you can't just not fart. Like if it's coming, it's coming. Here's the thing though, Mighty Stoosh. Yeah, if it was just like a little fart and the kid was like embarrassed, like, oh, okay, very funny. Everybody laugh. All right, let's keep moving. But this was like an over the top fart, like a movie fart. We could not, and we're all like 12, so obviously it's the funniest thing we've seen in like a month. Anyway, the point, I don't know what you do in that situation. I guess just make him go cool off outside a little bit. Fortunately, I never fart because that is gross and I would not do something like that. I know farts are funny, Mighty Stoosh. I'm just saying, it's like, how do you regain control of the class after that? Of course your kids love fart and poop jokes because they're kids. Let's see what this next one. Am I the asshole for ruining a proposal? Okay, let's find out. My girlfriend just bought a house and is so excited. She invited a ton of people over for a housewarming. She put so much work into everything. The house looked amazing and the food was delicious. Get to the point, dude. Right after dinner, while my girlfriend was getting dessert, her brother proposed to his girlfriend. I was mad because he hijacked my girlfriend's event and she worked so hard for. Before she could answer, I told him to sit down and quit being so rude and disrespectful to his sister. He was mad, but his girlfriend looked so embarrassed they ended up leaving. The party was very awkward after that. A lot of people left early. My girlfriend's mom was furious at me because she wanted her son to stop living in sin and I ruined it. I mean, that's sort of a weird concern to have. My girlfriend said I was sweet but didn't need to do that. Her brother texted me calling me a prick. Was I an asshole for telling them to have some class? It wasn't a wedding. It was just like a house party. Like everybody's over. Like now's a good time to do it. Like... Yeah. Oh shit, did I miss a disrespect? Fuck. Yep, rude and disrespectful. Repeat bot called me out. Hold on, let me get it on the board here. It's been a while since we had a disrespect. It's been a whole month. Where is my... Did I delete the label? Oh no, there it is. All right, let me get that up on the board. We've got bing, 1 disrespect. Repeatbot is paying attention. I wouldn't have even caught that. I didn't have my eyes open. So let's get over to the camera. I gotta eat a disgusting bean. I do have the camera tonight, so don't get it twisted. The judge is just there, so when I'm squinting at the screen trying to read like an old man, it doesn't look stupid on camera. But hey, now we're here. We're on the big cam. We got the beans. Toothpaste. Let's go. One of my favorites. The toothpaste, it tastes good. Because I brush my teeth, so toothpaste doesn't taste disgusting to me. It just reminds me that I gotta brush my teeth later. Yeah, minty fresh. Oh, this is gonna be good. It's like eating a piece of gum. I have some mint gum right here. So, what a weird flavor to put on as something gross. Maybe for kids? Good reminder to drink some water, though. So 1 disrespect has been given. Let's get back into it. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go against the hive mind here. I'm gonna say this guy was the asshole. Like, you're at your sister's house. Everybody's having a good time at the party. Like, is that a faux pas to propose at a party? It's not a wedding. I know you're not supposed to propose at a wedding or announce like a baby or something. But proposing at just a regular party, like a house party? No. I think that's okay. So I'm gonna go with this guy as the asshole. And I want to see what the comments say, because not the asshole. It's just plain rude to start hijacking events for your proposal. Oh, my sister bought a new house? Perfect situation to make sure it revolves around me and my proposal. All right. Oh, he's the youngest, so he can get away with anything. Is that right? Is that what's going on here? Oh yeah? Is that what you think? Not the asshole. Based off your comments alone, your GF says she's used to her family hijacking her events, so clearly this is not a one-time thing. Oh my god. Alright. Not the asshole. He tried hijacking someone else's party. Alright. Not the asshole. This wasn't their event. What the heck kind of event are you gonna have where you propose at your girlfriend to it, if not someone's party? Don't detract from the warming of the house. You know what? You're right, Repeatbot. If he had asked the sister, like, hey, I'm gonna have my girlfriend over to your party, is it cool if I propose to her and then, you know, maybe get a few more people in on it so they don't do something crazy? All right, this is the one that I took a screenshot of for the Discord this morning. This is our first asshole of the night, according to the Reddit hive mind. And they want to know, am I the asshole for demolishing my daughter's room after she moved out? That's pretty clear cut. I feel like it shouldn't be an asshole thing, but apparently Reddit disagrees with me. So let's find out exactly what the specifics are. Oh, this is a short one. Okay. My 18-year-old daughter, Meg, shut up, Meg, is in college. She moved in with her boyfriend a few months ago, which left her old bedroom empty. Her bedroom used to be right next to our tiny living room. To make our tiny living room into a normal-sized living room, we knocked out my daughter's room's wall, refloored the space, and fixed the walls. Now it looks like the bedroom was never there, and we have a spacious living room. When my daughter came home to visit and saw that her room is gone, she made a huge deal about it. She got all emotional and said if we never wanted to let her move back, we should have just said so instead of completely demolishing her room. I told her that if anything happens and she needs to move back in, we'll welcome her and she could sleep on the couch as long as she wants. But she accused us of wanting to get rid of her forever, or for her to never visit since we got rid of her room so fast. Only a few months after she moved out, and we should have waited longer. This seems so straightforward. I don't... Like, it was her room growing up, but now she's an adult. She's moved out. You don't get to claim your room forever. Yeah, Mighty Stooge says they should have clued her in or, like, ran it past her a little bit, or at least let her know. Yeah, who cares? Exactly. Like, I don't have a frame of reference for this because my dad was in the army. We moved all over. I don't have a childhood home, quote unquote. I didn't grow up in one house my whole life. I lived in a bunch of different houses. We moved all the time. And even now, this is the longest I've lived in one place in my whole life. And it's been, what, like 11 years? Almost 11 years? Been 10 and a half years, something like that. And even now, I'm still, though I don't consider this to be my house. It's just a place I'm living until I move to the next place. So I am not emotionally attached to any piece of property. Maybe my grandparents' orchard that my asshole aunts and uncles and my dad all sold, which that's a topic for another time. If you haven't heard that one before, we can save that for, I don't know, another stream. Do I rent or own? I currently rent because I am poor, but my rent is locked in at like 2012 rates. It has not gone up in 10 years. I am not gonna do anything because it is crazy cheap. Citrus or apple? Good question. Citrus. Orchard. It was almonds. It was nuts. Hello, Cat. Cat has come to visit. I don't have the camera on right now, so nobody can see you. But you can come up here if you want. Let me make some room for you. You're the asshole. Is it that hard to talk with your own kid before doing something that drastic? Not even a warning? That's cold. I'm coming from a completely cat cam. Fuck's sake. Hold on. Hold on. You can't really see him. He's okay. Wait, now you can. Hold on. Cat cam. Here he is. Oh, this is a good shot of him too. Check it out. Well, I got it. What the heck? You guys see him? There he is. I'm trying to. This stupid tripod sucks. That's not that bad actually. How does this go on here? Can't. That's just gonna have to be how it is. Let me see if I can get him on the little cam. Okay, there we go. There's Cat. Okay, back to it. Am I the asshole for calling my sister stupid and her husband shitty parents from the start because of what they want to name their kid? Oh boy, I love bad kid names. These are great. Let me guess, Albus Severus. Okay, so just a little context because this topic is incredibly touchy for me as a boy named Sue. I am a man who was given a woman's name. I thought this was a joke. I did not read the second sentence. Holy shit. A good example is naming your son Alice. It's not what my name was, but it's close. My parents named me Alex. Disgusting. My parents are hippies and gave their oldest son a girl's name to stick it to the man. Oh, is that what they did? I will never forgive them. That name caused me to be bullied and damaged my professional life in ways I cannot describe. My sister is pregnant with her first child. My sister, who was given a boy's name, by the way. A girl. She and her husband are ecstatic. It just sucks that she inherited my parents' stupid propensity to see their children as fashion statements. Last night, she revealed to the family the name of her daughter. It's Crixtixel. Crixtixel. Oh, it's Crystal, but spelled with X's. She wants to name her daughter Crystal. Confused? The name is pronounced Crystal. I already don't like that name, but it's at least appropriate. Crystal's a fine girl name. I mean, it's like a stripper name, but whatever. You can't not name your kid something because it's a stripper name. You just have to rule out every name. All right, hold on. Cat's like moving around. All right, I'm gonna move the chat over here so you can get full control here. They are assholes. Yeah, giving your kid a name. Oh, he's getting up now. Well, what do you want? You want to look at the camera? He's looking right at the camera. Everybody can see how cute you are. Yes. Yes, they're looking at you. I don't have the camera looking at me at all. Okay, he's done. He doesn't want to be on camera, I guess. Okay. All right. Thanks for visiting. Let me fix that. There we go. Naomi is I moan backwards. Oh shit, you're right. Well, that name's going in the gutter. If I ever have to name a kid. Okay, if she wants to name her Crystal, name her Crystal. She tried to explain to me why the X's are there, and I just told her it does not matter. She's naming a human, not a dog. Oh, you don't want to name our daughter Mrs. Peanut Butter? I don't care what kind of fashion statement she's trying to make. This is a person who will have to live with the name until they die or have it changed. She and my mom brushed me off as just complaining because I was never able to accept my name. I told my sister she was being either selfish, stupid, or an incredibly strong combination of the two if she thinks her daughter will want a stupid name like Crystal. We got into an argument and I told her I already see her and her husband as shitty parents for using their kid to be off-brand with her name left right after. Her name and left right after. My sister is not taking it well at all. My mom is furious. Keep in mind, the mom named him Alice or whatever. He's an asshole for not giving his real name. Well, you know, if this is a throwaway, should have just said the name. I'm starting to wonder if I was too harsh. I will not change my opinion on that incredibly stupid name, but I'm wondering if branding her as a shitty parent was too far. Again, we're on Reddit, so you know it's a woman. Obviously, You are not the asshole. She must be the asshole because it's your stupid sister. Honestly, I think Crystal's a really good name. As someone who enjoyed Kirby and the Crystal Shards and Pokemon Crystal, you know, Crystal's just a solid thing. I mean, my name is Star Shard. What's the difference? It's like, if I call myself Star, that's kind of a girl name. If you're going by crap, what's the movie with the vampires? I'm totally blanking. Lost Boys. If you're going by Lost Boys, Star is the lead lady, kind of. Just the supporting actress. Anyway, yeah, not the asshole. I'm sorry that your name was Alice or whatever. Maybe get it changed. Maybe it's too late. I don't know. Am I the asshole for making my 12-year-old son take care of himself and his 10-year-old brother for a week? What? Mommy's got to go to the racetrack. You guys are on your own. I came home about a month ago and caught my son yelling at his mom about his clothes. He was asking her how hard it was to make sure his clothes were cleaned. Apparently pretty hard, because despite the fact that literally all you have to do is put the clothes in a machine that does all the work. This isn't the 1800s. You're not out there beating it with a stick. Like, you put it in a machine, it washes it. You put it in another machine, it dries it. Boom, you're done. You don't even have to fold it. You just throw it in a basket. How hard could it be? He's just mad he could never start his own restaurant because Alice's restaurant was already taken. Bummer. He could never do the thing he wanted to do. Mighty Stoosh says, that's what I tell my wife. She still doesn't know how to do it. You got to do all the laundry, Mighty Stoosh? Or she pretends to do it? I know how to do it. I just don't want to do it because that's not on my list of things that I want to do. Okay, my wife is a teacher and she works her ass off to make sure we have a nice home to live in. What do you do, Dad? She tells me what she needs me to do and I take care of it beyond my share of the housework, I mean. Well, my kid needs to be punished, and I thought of the best way to do it. I'm sending my wife to Mexico with her school friends over spring break. I'm going to work from home that week and keep an eye on the kids. It won't be difficult because I'm putting the older one in charge of the younger one. He will be doing laundry, making breakfast and lunch for both of them, and making sure the kitchen and dining room stay clean. He said it's unfair to make him work over spring break. I asked him if he thought it was a full-time job to do all that I was expecting of him. He said yes, it was a full-time job. I pointed out that his mother and I both have full-time jobs and still manage to do everything that he's whining about. Yeah, and that sucks. So guess what, Dad? You're wrong, and you are holding this kid down. Punish a 12-year-old by making him do chores. He called my mom to see if he could stay there for spring break. She tried to tell me I was being cruel to her poor baby. I asked her what exactly her and my father would have done if I had yelled at her for not doing my laundry. She said it was a different time. Yeah, you would have got beaten with a stick, just like the laundry. I said he could stay with her if she was willing to tell him in front of me all the punishment I endured when I lived at home. She said he could not stay there. She could have lied. I feel like the title of the post oversold this. It made it sound like, oh, we're going out of town and the 12-year-old is going to be taking care of the 10-year-old. No, you're doing a couple of chores. It was a different time. Now discipline is punishment. Also, your generation is ruined with participation trophies. Says people who gave out participation trophies. So, yeah, not the asshole. It should have said, am I the asshole for making my 12-year-old son do chores? Because you're not taking care of him. Obviously, the dad is still there. He's just making him do chores. Now, Cat is meowing at me. I think he wants to go outside. I can't take you outside. I'm working. Am I the asshole for refusing to help my daughter with her car payment because she is a stripper? Oh, okay. This is an asshole post. I was going to say yes. Like, what difference does it make what her job is? Am I the asshole for not helping my son with his car payment because he's an accountant? Yeah, actually, hold. In that case, maybe not. I am 47 and I have a 22-year-old daughter. She's in college and lives on campus. I agreed to help her make car payments since she was in school. I was recently informed by a young man I work with that my daughter strips at a club about 40 minutes away. I asked him how he knew. I confronted her on this and she said she didn't plan to do it after she graduated and she needed some money. I told her, then work at McDonald's, not use her body. Guess what? Working at McDonald's is using your body. So go fuck yourself. We got into an argument. I asked her to quit stripping and get a decent job then. She refused and said stripping was easy money. So basically I said there was no need for me to pay her car payment anymore since she's making money so easily. It's fair. She got upset and said that wasn't fair and that she doesn't make enough for that. I told her to figure it out. Yeah, figure it out. She told my wife about what happened and my wife is upset by her job of choice, but says it's unfair for me to stop supporting her so suddenly over an argument. I think it's perfectly fair. It's my money and I need it. My decision when to cut it off. Stripping is good money, but not good enough to make a car payment, apparently. Yeah, telling her to work at McDonald's is the real asshole move, because that also uses your body, just not in like a sexy way. It's in a greasy way, which some people might find sexy. What kind of asshole? This is Danny Dragon Queen, who was very disappointed in the final season of Game of Thrones, I gotta say. What kind of asshole tells a woman's parents that they saw their daughter stripping as if that's any of his business to get into? Your gross coworker who goes to strip clubs to ogle women but then tattletales on them is the biggest asshole in this. I didn't even think about that aspect of it. That's great. All right, thank you, Danny Dragon Queen. I'm sorry about the season 8 fiasco. Gargoyle says, you're the asshole by adding conditions to your agreement after the fact. You're the asshole for shaming your daughter. You're the asshole for not being a man of your word. He got me at the bit when he told her to go work at McDonald's as if it's a more dignified job. Do I want to make minimum wage at a shitty fast food franchise or make $1,000 a night to shake my ass? Again, she's obviously not making good enough money to make the car payments with stripping. Maybe she's got to shake her ass a little harder. Everyone with a job is selling their body. OP, you're the asshole. Yeah, okay. So everybody's on my side here. Obviously, this is pretty cut and dry. Am I the asshole for having a dry wedding and serving only water for drinks? Oh, this is a tough one. No booze at a wedding. I don't really drink, so it wouldn't bother me. In fact, when I went to the white supremacist wedding in Pennsylvania that I always bitch about, there was a lot of alcohol and it did not help. How much for Star's body? Listen, it's $5. $5 per person. You guys get access to all kinds of great perks, like those shiny little pigman emotes and other things. And that's basically the only way that you can pay for my body. It's with Twitch subs. All right, so let's learn about this dry wedding. Throwaway only. Yep, you don't have to explain it. It's Am I the Asshole? Basically, everything's a throwaway. Okay, so basically, my husband and I are getting married later this year. All right, just the facts. Each of our sides of the family are fairly big. Got it. It will be around 100 to 150 people total. Got it. My husband and I are paying for all this ourselves, as well as my grandma, who said she doesn't care one way or the other on the issue. She just loves weddings. Okay, so you're not paying for it by yourselves because grandma is also helping. Emmykins wants to know when I'm opening my OnlyFans. This is like a lot of work. So probably never. I'd have to take pictures, I'd have to do videos, and I'd have to like chat with people. That just sounds awful. Like being on camera and interacting with people on the internet is just, ugh, it's too much. We have a lot of kids in our family, so we decided against making it child-free, but we did decide to make it dry, which is exactly what having kids around will do. So there will be no alcohol of any kind at our wedding. No booze. Honestly, this doesn't have anything to do with there being kids there, but due to the fact that my fiance and I don't drink. Nothing against people who do, it's just not for us and we don't want to. On top of that, we only really drink water. We rarely, if ever, drink soda, so most of the time it's only water with the occasional juice and milk. We don't even drink coffee. Okay. So far, so good. Do a cash bar then. Yeah, that's an option. So obviously the food, which is a part my grandma is not paying for, is going to be expensive for that many people. We're having our wedding catered, so everyone will have a good choice of food to choose from, but to drink only water will be provided. We don't want to have to pay for alcohol or soda. It's just a large added expense when we can just do filtered water for a much cheaper cost. Not that much cheaper. I don't think they're Mormon, Repeat Bot. Because it sounds like people are pissed. If they were Mormon, they'd be like, oh yeah, obviously no booze. We're all Mormon, we get it. Also, I hope you haven't been doing any jump humping before marriage. Rilip, you missed a bean. It was okay, it was just a toothpaste bean. You didn't miss much. Hey Rilip, how's it going? I had a question for parents earlier, but you weren't here. Luckily, RepeatBot managed to answer the question. Well, when family and friends found out being got angry. I think there's something has got lost in the autocorrect there. Family and friends found out they got angry. Some didn't really care, but some are really upset about it. Some people really like to drink, saying that I can just have an open bar so I don't have to pay for drinks. We could, but still have to pay for the bartender. And we just really don't want to bother with alcohol there. Or we should at least have soda, because how can we expect everyone to drink only water? The kids will be upset. The wedding will be boring. It's a wedding. Yeah, it's going to be boring. This is not how weddings work, etc. So am I the asshole? I didn't think this would be a problem. It's only water. I mean, don't most people drink water every day anyway? No. Should we pay the extra to have soda to make the family happy? I would go to this wedding. This sounds like a oh, except for the kids. You know what? That wouldn't be too bad. Maybe we could do something fun. I could sit at the kids' table. We'd all have chicken nuggets. Maybe do some macaroni art. It'd be a good time. I'll teach them how to play board games. I feel like this person's not an asshole. They're just having a weird wedding. I think they'd be an asshole if they were pissed that people didn't want to come. Do you really want the kids to have soda when they have to sit and be quiet anyway? I assume this is a reception thing. When people say wedding, they usually are talking about the reception, because the wedding part itself is the boring part, where it's just like, oh, do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife, etc., etc. You may now kiss the bride. And then the party afterwards is, I think, what most people refer to as like it's the wedding reception. I don't think this guy's an asshole. I think he's just a weirdo, or is a woman, I guess. No, unless it's a guy, I guess they didn't specify. I've never actually been to a reception, oddly. Oh, I don't know whether that's good or bad. I've been to the one and I hated it. I know that technically you could be in the right. So this is C. Rise 1907. All right. But here's the thing about weddings. The marriage ceremony is for you and your fiance. The wedding is for everyone you've invited. It's an event you're hosting, and not providing any drinks other than water makes you a bad host/hostess. I've been to dry weddings. There was a couple that put real thought and effort into designing mocktails themed around their relationship. It was delightful, and everyone connected to the couple through it. Another couple had a sparkling cider tower in place of champagne, and everyone cheered with cider and flutes. When you're hosting an event, your job as hostess is to take care of your guests. Just because it follows a marriage ceremony doesn't make you any less the host of an event. And that means providing more than one drink option, especially non-alcoholic, especially to an event your guests are incurring expenses to attend and bringing gifts to. Well, there you go. All right, good point. It's their wedding. Who cares? Apparently, everybody who has to go. So, yeah, just don't go. But I don't think this makes you an asshole. I just think it makes you a weirdo, like I said. Like, no soda, no juice, no nothing else, just water. Like, we want to save money. Then don't have a wedding, my dude. Boys, is it an asshole crime to be a bad party host? Yeah, exactly. Fellas, is it gay to have sex with a woman? That's a different one. Water only. F this, I'm out. Their families and friends, apparently. I don't know. I wouldn't care because that's all I drink anyway. That they got food. All right, this next one looks very spicy. It is not safe for work. Uh-oh, chat. I don't know. Can we look at this one? It's just text. I can't imagine it's that bad. I guess if we get to an explicitly described sex act, we might have to get out of there fast. Am I the asshole for accidentally ruining my girlfriend's career? Let's find out. Time for some smexy time. That's right. Hi, everyone. I'm in a tough spot right now, and I need help. I'm trapped inside my girlfriend's asshole. No, wait, I read that wrong. I'm not sure if I'm the asshole or not. My girlfriend, 27F, let's call her Sarah, because that is not her real name, and I, 26M, I'll allow it, have been together for 3 years. She's always been passionate about her job as a teacher and has worked really hard to build up her career. I don't like where this is going, chat. However, a few weeks ago, I accidentally stumbled upon some photos of Sarah on Instagram that I had never seen before. They were pictures of her in some very revealing clothing, and some of them were even nude. Shocked. I was shocked and confronted her about it. She told me she used to be a lingerie model before becoming a teacher. She said she stopped doing it because she didn't want it to affect her career, and she thought I knew about it already. Apparently not. I didn't know how to react at first, but eventually I told a few of my friends about it. One of my friends is a gossip and ended up telling someone who works at the school where Sarah teaches. Long story short, the photos somehow got into the hands of the school board, and Sarah was fired for unprofessional behavior. Sarah is devastated and blames me for ruining her career. She says I should have kept my mouth shut and that I betrayed her trust. I feel terrible about what happened, but I didn't know that it would lead to this. Am I the asshole for accidentally ruining my girlfriend's career? You're the asshole big time, says Rilip. I did not... Is this a thing that happens? I guess it is, because it happened, allegedly. Let's see. You're the asshole. You didn't know how to react at first, but then settled on let me share my girlfriend's private and obviously career-ending information with a bunch of people who I know will gossip. I told some of my friends. One of my friends is a gossip. Sounds like OP is the gossip. Yeah, that's... I mean, you know what's shitty is that the school board, like, decided that they should fire the teacher who no longer does this. Apparently, this is, like, old stuff from before she became a teacher. I think that's a pretty shitty way to, like, handle that kind of stuff. You can get fired for basically anything when you're a teacher. You can get fired for basically anything when you're not a teacher. She could have got fired for being an accountant if her boss found out about lingerie photos. But that's fucked up. School systems expect you to have never been on the internet. Fortunately, no one will ever find out who I really am, so I can still become a teacher. I don't want to, though. Screw that. So, yeah. You had a drink at the restaurant? Fired. Teachers can't drink. You were shopping at the grocery store? Fired. One of the kids might have seen you. You drive a shitty car because you're poor? Fired because it's embarrassing the school district. Well, repeat bot, if she was drinking at the wedding, it would have just been water, so it would have been okay. Am I the asshole for selling the house my brother and his family live in? Maybe? Let's try to find some good ones here. I feel like we go through a bunch of garbage ones. We gotta, like, really pick out the spicy ones. Chat, if you see one that you think is worth digging into, just shout it out. I'm gonna just go through these and see if anything piques my interest. Did I see the one about the ranch? I did see the one about the ranch. But, it's already in the Discord. Everybody saw it. So there's no... It's very stupid. It's like the most oblivious OP ever. Am I the asshole for kicking my son's girlfriend out of our house? Let's find out why she got kicked out. Because she's a whore. Oh, God. This is long. My husband, 58 and I, 56, recently met my son's girlfriend for the first time. He's been crazy about her. Apparently, they've been dating for a year before he decided to have her meet us officially. What he's told us about her all seems great. She's got her degree, was enjoying her job, family oriented. I'm honestly just glad he's happy with it. My husband and I don't think he's ever been this into someone before, so I feel pretty bad about what I did. Okay, what did you do? I read ahead and now I am very excited. Last weekend, he brought her over for dinner. By now, we'd been anticipating meeting her with how much our son has been gushing about her, how perfect she is, that she's the one in his words. They ring the doorbell. We open the door. She looks exactly like her pictures, which is a great start. My son is grinning ear to ear, another great start. We invite them in. She accepts my hug and a firm handshake from my husband, and then she opens her mouth. I'm the one your son puts his penis in. So she also has a sense of humor, as we can see. To be frank, I was appalled. I expected my husband to laugh. Both he and my son are jokesters, and as annoying as it can be, I love it. But this was just too much for me. Maybe I'm reserved, but all the things she could have shared about my son, she told us that. Listen, she's dating your son. Like, I think it goes without saying, but she just decided to say it. She's psycho. She didn't say she felt disrespected yet. Hold on. We're not there yet. One look at my face and my husband knew how much I disapproved. Maybe I let my expectations get too high, and it's unfair to have them, but I reiterate, of all the things to say to her boyfriend's parents, whom she'd never met, she chose that. My son was amused at first, but when he noticed my reaction, his face dropped. Okay. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. Wouldn't let it go. They left and I immediately felt guilty. This is someone my son had felt, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So she said something stupid. She thought it would be funny. Maybe she's got it from a movie. How big is his pee-pee? It doesn't say. Maybe it's in one of the comments. Maybe it's in one of the edits. Your house, your rules is probably what Reddit's gonna say. Not the asshole. I'm pretty liberal and open-minded, but I'd never lead with that meeting my boyfriend's parents for the first time, or say that ever. Was she nervous? Did she seem embarrassed at all? Did she try to apologize? Is there anything that could explain her inappropriate outburst? She's funny. I thought it was funny. If my girlfriend slash now wife had said that to my parents, oh man, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, yeah, no, this girl's way too weird. No, this isn't gonna fly. I should say something like that to Emmy's parents. No. I refuse. I'm not gonna say that. Next time my mother-in-law throws a turkey away, that's what I'll say. I don't think it is as funny or as like weird coming from a guy though, because obviously guys are expected to talk about that kind of stuff. But when a woman says it, yeah, it gets a little bit strange. I don't think you're the asshole, but I don't think there's any assholes here. I don't think the girlfriend is the asshole. I don't think you're the asshole. I think she's just a little strange, but in like a funny way that I think is entertaining. Am I the asshole for refusing to honor my boyfriend's family's tradition of being ceremonially beheaded at my wedding? My boyfriend, Eric, 29, fake name. Yes, that is how this works. I've been dating for 3 years. For context, I have met his family and they are friendly. I don't want to reveal country names, but we're both of different nationalities. We've been looking up houses to move in together and engagement rings. While we were having dinner, we mentioned this to his family as it's a big step in our relationship for us. His parents and brothers expressed their happiness for us, and out of nowhere, his youngest sister-in-law asked, "So is she going to take the test?" Uh-oh. I asked, "What test?" In summary, boyfriend's family has this tradition where the future mother-in-law tests future daughters-in-law to see if they are good enough for her sons. Apparently, his mother and aunts went through the same test. The test includes how clean they can keep a home, how well they can cook, their manners, etc. Basically, life skills most people learn from childhood. I found it ridiculous because, one, if I'm good enough for my boyfriend, he should be the one deciding it, and two, I don't fit in their targeted category. In his mom's words, you can't be a good stay-at-home wife and stay-at-home mother if you can't be a good homemaker, and she wants to make sure of that. Just once, can't we get a real name on here? Repeatbot wants to know. These are all, most of these are throwaways. People understand how this works. I don't know why they have to reiterate every single time they make a post. It's like, yes, the names are fake. This is a throwaway. We get it. It's Am I the Asshole? This is not our first rodeo. Just put all the information down and give me some goddamn ages if you're in a relationship, because I need to judge that. To be clear, his mom and all three of his brother's wives are stay-at-home moms, and although I respect their choice, but not really, I am not quitting my career and did not under any circumstances make my BF think I could compromise on that. Well, I got news for you. I hate house chores, and I would rather buy homemaking gadgets and hire staff, no matter the cost, than have to do chores myself. I told my boyfriend's mom all this, and it caused an argument and eventually ruined dinner and an extension our visit. When I heard about this test, I thought it was going to be like a virginity test, and I was a little concerned, but then it was just even stupider. I know, it was less stupid and less sweat froggy. Okay, come on. What, my mouse is having issues. There we go. You got a blow in it. Boyfriend doesn't care whether I'm a working wife or stay-at-home wife, but he thinks I should have just done the test because it's just a test and it's not like they would reject me if I failed. I mean, they might have. He thinks it's a fun tradition that everyone was looking forward to, and I should have just gone along with it anyways. My boyfriend thinks I'm the asshole and suggested I make this post. If I'm really an asshole, I'm sure you guys will let me know, so am I. Huh. I mean, what does the test entail? Like, you gotta like cook and clean for the whole household for a day or something? That sounds miserable. I say test to the boyfriend. Oh, yeah, there we go. Put the shoe on the other foot this time. That's not part of the family tradition. The boyfriend just gets to do whatever. Am I the asshole for telling my child's daycare teacher that my child won't finish cleaning up? What? Cleaning up what? My 2-year-old daughter has been in a home daycare for a few months now. The teacher, Sasha, is very nice. I'm normally all for my daughter cleaning her own messes. However, I find when I arrive, Sasha expects my daughter to finish cleaning up whatever she was playing with, which again would be fine, but it delays us getting out the door and heading home. Sometimes we have plans, etc. I started texting Sasha when I was so many minutes away, asking her to get my daughter ready, and that seemed to work. My daughter would be in her jacket and reading a book, easy to put away versus a huge Duplo project or similar. Until today. Things were crazy and I was in a rush. We had a lot to do this afternoon and I was running behind because I had car trouble. When I arrived, my daughter and some friends were in the middle of cleaning up a big mess. I told my daughter we had to go and to get her coat. Sasha said she needed to finish cleaning up her part. I said any other day, sure, but I'm running late. We cannot miss this appointment. Sasha tried arguing that the kids need to learn responsibility, and I flat out said no. I grabbed my daughter, put her coat on, and left. As I said, hectic afternoon, so I only just now had time to check my text. I had one from Sasha saying poor planning on my part doesn't mean I can break rules. I pointed out this is not in the contract and I can bring my child home whenever I want. She accused me of undermining her authority. I was given a verbal warning, which I found ridiculous. This is a verbal warning. Did I hear the goat thing on Twitter? The greatest of all time? Is it the Chupa thing? Is it Chupa? Let me get on Twitter. George Lopez fucked a goat? What? What the fuck? Why is George Lopez on here? All right, something about Blue Beetle. Where is the... Okay, what's going on with the goat? Do I gotta search goat? Something about a goat. Respect for the goat. Why isn't anyone talking about the goat? I don't know anything about the goat. You're gonna have to fill me in. Okay, we got a link. Let's check it out. Story. Oh, the thing about the goat. That's from a couple days ago, Rilip, or yesterday. So, that's a little bit weird. I saw it on Reddit. I guess it was probably on Twitter first, and it all filtered in. That goat thing. It's neither amazing nor that terrible. Okay, so it was a little girl's goat, and she had to slaughter it because she's in 4-H, and that's what you do when you're in the future Farmers of America or whatever. It's not FFA, but it's basically the same thing. And she said she didn't want to do it because it was her pet now, so I guess they sent out the sheriff to slaughter the goat, or like shoot it in the head or whatever. Don't tell Emmykins because she'll cry about it. Oh, she already heard it. Sorry. And yeah. But you know, when your job is to raise an animal for food, you kind of just gotta roll with the punches, you know? Because police have nothing better to do. Well, there were sheriff deputies. They weren't really police. But yes, they have nothing better to do. Not the asshole. We're back on the post, by the way. I completely agree with the day-home teacher sentiment. But it is your kid and you can leave whenever you damn well want. Just need to be kind and respectful about it. Daycare pickup should not take 20 minutes. Working parents need to get home, run errands, make dinner, do extracurriculars, and then have quality time left with their children. That 20 minutes waiting around at daycare really cuts into a person's tight schedule. Perhaps the teacher should not allow messy or busy activities after 4:30 and instead encourage reading, larger, simpler toys, or things that are easy to put away in a hurry. Okay. Well, there you go. I don't know anything about childcare. Removed by Reddit. Oh. Let's take a look here. Removed by Reddit on account of violating the content policy. I wish I could read this. Did I? No, I don't think I read this one. That sucked. I guess this violated a content policy of some sort. I guess we don't get to see this one. But reading some of these comments, I'm like, what the heck is going on? Oh well, we don't get to see it, so it doesn't matter. Am I the asshole for refusing to attend my brother's wedding because of the dress code? It's the one post that has real names. Oh no, they got him. They were the asshole if it got deleted. It got removed by Reddit, which leads me to believe there was something fucked up going on, because Reddit doesn't remove anything. Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to attend my brother's wedding because of the dress code? Everybody has to wear a tux or a dress. Can you believe it? So stupid. My brother's getting married in a few months, and his future wife recently asked me to be part of her bridal party. I was thrilled and excited to be included, but then she informed me that the dress code for the bridal party was gender specific. Yep. With women expected to wear dresses and men expected to wear suits. I did not realize I was going to be so spot on. Oh, okay. As someone who identifies as non-binary and is more masculine presenting, I'm uncomfortable with conforming to a gender binary that doesn't accurately represent me. I brought this up with my brother and his fiance, but they insisted that they wanted all their guests to adhere to the dress code regardless of how it made them feel. Well, I guess. Did this person want to wear a suit? I ultimately decided I did not want to attend the wedding as I did not feel comfortable being pressured to conform to a gender binary that doesn't accurately respect me. Is this bait? I feel like this is bait. This doesn't feel like it's in good faith. My brother and his fiance are now upset with me, accusing me of being difficult and not willing to compromise. After a fight with them, I found out they went behind my back and involved my mom. She called me yesterday and told me I can put aside my identity for one day to make the day special for my little brother. Yeah, no. It's locked due to an excess of rule violations. Wait. Oh, that happens all the time. Let me see. Yeah, this always gets stickied after like a few hours because people will just come out of the woodwork to post bullshit. That one's fine. We've seen plenty of those. Most of these posts are probably locked, honestly, at this point. Hold up. Now, oh, we're getting spicy now, chat. Finally, at the very bottom of the front page, am I the asshole for banning my sister and her boyfriend from my apartment after they had sex in my bed? In my bed, chat. I cannot believe it. This is amazing. They disrespected her by having sex in her bed. Rilip says that the 2 weddings I've been to, they just expected me to wear clothes. Probably like how I would go to church because it was in a church. I think it's different when you're in the wedding party. Like there's a specific outfit everybody's supposed to wear. It's not so much a dress code as it is a uniform. Star's gonna be mad. Uh-oh. No. The ages, this is I 28M, my sister 19F, Rilip. They're not the ones having sex. I hope. This is brother and sister. It's weird. All right, I 28M had to travel overseas for a couple weeks for work-related reasons. My sister 19F college is nearby and she offered to feed my cats and water my plants while I was gone. I said sure thanks and told her she was welcome to stay there while I was gone since she lives in a dorm. Anyway, the day I got home, my sister was there with her boyfriend. That was fine. He always seemed like a cool guy. But one thing I noticed was my sheets were still in the washer. I didn't think much of it. I just assumed my sister waited to wash them since she was using my bed while she was there. But she tells me, sorry, my boyfriend and I were using the bed last night. That grossed me out. I don't think I'm being unreasonable to not want people screwing in my bed. My sister told me to relax and said I was being a prude American. It's true. He probably was. Her boyfriend is from Ireland. She said that we, meaning Americans, stigmatize sex and that she washed the sheets, so it's fine. I said, no, it's not, and told her to get out. No, but you see, actually, because we are Americans, you simply perceive sex as being, and he's just like, fuck you, get out of my apartment. She isn't welcome there anymore. Our mother has been reaming me via text saying I am overreacting. Really? Your mom's in on this too now, huh? Help me. Help me, brother. I'm stuck in the dryer. I was washing your sheets. Not the asshole. I'm from Ireland and I wouldn't be all top of the morning to you if I came home and someone is in my bed having sex. However, in saying that, I have stayed in multiple hotels, Airbnbs, and hostels. And if you think you haven't slept in a bed that someone had sex in before... yeah, that's a good point. Not the asshole. I can't really understand these people that are saying you're the asshole. I don't want other people screwing in my bed. I don't want somebody jizz bombing my sister on my bed. That's just nasty. Why is it nasty? Who cares? She washed the sheets. For all of you talking about hotel beds, that's nothing but a straw man. Straw man, straw man. Hotel beds are not my own personal bed. It's whatever. This is so stupid. Jizz, yeah. I don't want somebody jizz bombing my sister in my bed. Like, who cares? It's a bed. It's just an extension of the floor, basically. Straw man, disrespect. There was no disrespect, Rilip. Stop trying to force it. beds are for jizz bombing. That's the new terminology, huh?
Yeah, and you've got fucking big tits, and I'm gonna tell everybody I saw.
That's the brother. That's the boyfriend, maybe. Okay, we got more. There's more, chat. We're on page 2. Let's try to get some good ones here before we wrap it up for the night. Number 1, am I the asshole for lighting a match at night and scaring my boyfriend's dad so badly he woke up the whole house? My boyfriend and I are staying at his parents' house. Got it. It's been going really well, but his dad is very particular. He has moments every day where he corrects or instructs the other people in the house on how he wants us to behave. I don't really have a problem with it, but he has a few rules that do make me a little uncomfortable. I don't need to get into why, but I always get diarrhea here. I've been visiting them a few times a year for almost a decade. It's just what it is. My boyfriend and I used to stay in a room downstairs with a bathroom, and it wasn't a problem, but his brother moved back home, and now we don't have our own bathroom. I don't want to advertise the fact that I have diarrhea to everyone in the house, and I'm not allowed to use the bathroom fan at night, so I usually just poopery or just a drop. It's a bathroom. It's okay if it smells like poop for a little bit. When we got home the last time, my boyfriend got a text from his dad asking him to stop me from using strong essential oils as it was making him feel sick. I was so embarrassed, and I honestly have been kind of dreading coming here again. Too much kimchi. Oh boy. I was talking to my mom about this, and she suggested that I bring some paper matches because that's what she used to do. I got some paper matches and they actually worked pretty well. Tonight, I woke up from my sleep because I had diarrhea. I lit a match when I was... Does nobody else get the diarrhea? Is this just like her being a drama queen? I lit a match when it was done, ran it under water, and folded it up in some aluminum before throwing it in the garbage. I fell back asleep and was woken up a while later by a big commotion. My boyfriend's dad smelled burning and thought the house was on fire, so he woke everyone up in a panic and searched the house to see what was burning. I didn't immediately equate a match with a house fire, and I didn't smell anything when I woke up, so I didn't bring up that I had lit a match. It wasn't even clicking for me. The match was what he smelled until my boyfriend asked me if I smelled anything when I got up earlier to use the bathroom. This is, maybe she's celiac and doesn't know, but it's only when she visits the house. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I was thinking of like she has IBS or Crohn's disease or whatever. The stuff that I keep getting YouTube videos ads for. UC or Crohn's. You weren't meant for UC or Crohn's. I'm like, no, I wasn't. I don't think I have it. She says their food is gross and left out all day, and they are food poisoning her, and they're used to it. Is this a fucking Finger Family video? Hold on, chat. Oh, we might have a relevant animation for this. Hold on, chat. Just give me a second. You're reading ahead, Mighty Stoosh. What's Finger Family? Oh boy. You'll find out soon, hopefully. Hold on. This is 18,000 points on a retelling of five, not Five Finger Family. I guess it is kind of like Five Finger Family. Okay, why can I not find this? Wait. I got it. I remembered now. I don't know if I can find it though. Fucking Google sucks. There it is. I found it. Okay, chat. Are you guys ready for the most insane shit you've ever seen in your lives? Rilip gist no. I hold on. I haven't switched yet. I gotta get it loaded up. Then I'll bring it in. Okay, it's still loading on the other side. Okay, there we go. So let me turn off this. and get this over here. Chat, I don't know if this is a good idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
To the Here's My Story channel. I'm Melody. I was doing my math homework when I felt a sharp pang in my stomach. Mom, not again! I yelled. My homework was due the next day. I tried to keep going for a while, but I couldn't. I jumped up. As I was wiping away the cold sweat from my forehead, I groaned. Mom, I can't believe you're doing this to your own kids. I was feeling extremely nauseous. I had to go to the bathroom right away.
This is the girl.
Shoot,
from the
there
story.
was someone else in the bathroom. I was about to throw up. I knocked on the door in a panic. My brother Rick's voice was weary. I'm here. I know why you're here, but I'm here for the same reason, so it's not possible for me to come out. We had the same thing for dinner, so naturally Rick's stomach was upset too. I had to find a spot to dump all the bad food in my stomach, so I ran out to the backyard. Get that shit out of there. When I came back in, I looked around for my mom and found her hanging out in the living room. As usual, she was clipping out coupons from flyers. Mom, please don't get expired food from the store. Rick and I are both sick. We threw up everything we ate, I said to her. She nonchalantly defended herself.
Okay, so this is the story I was thinking. We're not going to watch the whole video. It's 10 minutes long. But this mom is so cheap, she buys only expired food from the store and feeds it to her kids. And check out what the mom has to say about it.
I threw up too. So what? They sell expired stuff at half price. I won't give up on a bargain. Money does.
There you go. She threw up too. But I guess that's worth it to get half off food. Half off expired rotten food from the grocery store. Sure, why not? Anyway. Long story short, I just got chewed out by his dad for lighting matches at night or lighting matches in general as a guest in their home. You have violated Rule 1326, paragraph A. And even his mom was upset because I could have started a fire and nobody would know. I apologized and everyone went back to bed, but then my boyfriend lectured me for like 15 minutes about embarrassing him and playing dumb. Oh boy. This is so stupid. Just leave. Because this person's family is insane. Or just refuse to visit. Don't think of it as paying half price for good food. Think of it as paying for paying regular price for garbage. That story gets stupider and stupider as it goes on. But yeah, don't. Maybe if there is interest, chat, which I don't think there is because nobody comes to these streams anyway. If I could get enough interested parties involved, I would love to do another stupid YouTube cartoon night. Like when we watched the Sonic videos that like a year ago, Rilip remembers. Let's see. Am I the asshole for blowing up my son's girlfriend? It depends. How hard did you blow her up? Holy shit. This is more paragraphs, please. Okay. Let's just... The animation still haunts you. They weren't that bad. They were just really stupid. My husband thinks I'm in the right, but my niece helped me make this post on here to see what other people think. I am 52F. I have 3 sons who are 13 through 20. My oldest son, 20, has a girlfriend, 19, that hangs around our house a lot. It's a really small house and doesn't have a lot of space. She's a nice girl, but gets on my nerves sometimes because she's always over. I really don't think she's right for my son either. Our tap water has a weird aftertaste, so I order gallon water bottles and use them to refill a big glass bowl with a tap. It is not cheap to get water and other groceries delivered, so I tell my son's husband and the girlfriend to be courteous of the other people who live here and not use up the water as it runs out fast in our big household. Yesterday, I caught her filling up her big metal water bottle with the jug water, and I calmly told her that other people live here too and she shouldn't hog the water all to herself. She was rather short with me and said something along the lines of, actually, this water bottle is big enough to hold all the water someone should be drinking in a day. I'm not hogging water. I'm just trying to stay hydrated. Actually, this water bottle is scientifically designed to be water. I found her tone to be disrespectful and ordered her to leave. She scoffed and went back to my son's room. That's when I really got frustrated. I opened their door and told her she has to leave. My son got really angry with me, and I told me that my girlfriend didn't do anything wrong, and why is it a crime for her to drink water? I explained that I ordered this water for our family to use, not leeches who hang around all day rent-free. My son's girlfriend got a little teary-eyed and left the room and out the front door without saying anything, which is what I wanted to happen, but now I have to feel bad about it. Wait, did I, oh, motherfucker, I got disrespected. Yeah, they should get a filter instead of buying water, which is just a waste. All right, hold on, chat. I'll get your disrespected bean. Ugh. Can I just say, you guys are really on the ball with the disrespect tonight. I missed 2 of them. I'm not even looking for them anymore. I'm just gonna rely on you guys to find them. All right, counter goes up by 1. Bing. Boop, boop. All right, let's get me over to the camera here. We've got our big canister of disgusting beans. If you can't afford to buy water, don't buy water. Oh, but the tap water tastes gross. Ew. I don't want to drink the water. Oh, it's rotten egg. Or maybe it's popcorn. It's not popcorn, chat. That is not buttered popcorn. Or is it? Whatever it is, I don't like it. It's still not good. It's not a good bean. I think that one's just a wash. Like, it's always bad. Ugh. I gotta stop giving out free beans for this cheap. This is ridiculous. Also, what the heck? When I changed it to cat cam, it threw off all my alignment here. No. Oh, I can't. Whatever. You guys can see my face. That's what matters. So now oh god. All right. Hex redeemed another beam. Hopefully we don't get more of the nasty egg one. Come on, give me another toothpaste. Getting kind of low here. Oh, here we go. This one is dirty dishwater or birthday cake. Let's give it a go here. You guys can see it right there. Oh, it's a dishwater. Ugh. Ooh, the flavors are mixing. That's not good. Repeat bots also. Oh, wait. Did I say repeat bot saved up? Did I say hex saved up? Do these things have an expiration date? Yeah, April 2nd, 2024. We got a whole nother year out of these things. Yeah. That one's actually not as bad as the rotten egg one somehow. Well, it does taste like soap though. Like soap that you put sugar in for some reason. Okay. My son told me I was a major asshole and should have just minded my business. I think she's just wasteful and a brat. Okay. All right. Yeah, get a thing. Yeah, we got to get through these beans so that I never have to eat them again. Because I think I decided after these are gone, there are no more beans. We'll switch to something else. Maybe we'll get like a spicy chip. But that's a little bit harder. Am I the asshole for not wanting to change my first dance song because of my stepsister's association with it? This sounds like it's going to be a yikes. So let's read it. I'm ready for the yikes. Pretty much what the title says, so I'm going to keep it quick. We've chosen our first dance song. My stepsister is not at all happy because she and her ex-husband also had this at their wedding, and she said she has a lot of memories with this particular song. She asked if I could change it. I told her I get it, but this is what we want, and I don't want to change it. She said she understands, but she's been acting different around me, and I could tell she was mad/upset. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Okay, this gets super deep. We don't have time to go into the whole thing. But, it sounds like she is, in fact, the asshole. Or OP is, in fact, the asshole. Although... it's their wedding. It's kind of shitty that you can't have a song that you like because somebody's like upset about it, regardless of the reason they're upset. Imagine you like had a favorite movie and you like the favorite movie and you tell somebody about the favorite movie and they're like, oh, I don't like that movie. You can't have that as your favorite movie because of my association with it. And you're like, what? Like, regardless of what the association is, you would still think they're being a little ridiculous. Anyway. Am I the asshole for telling my husband he ruined my birthday again? Am I the asshole for telling my brother that he didn't need to share that his wife was in labor at my wedding? Okay, I'm confused. Now we're having an asshole for saying you don't need to talk about a kid at a wedding? Yeah, it's my favorite movie. You can't have it. Hex is on the ball with these tonight. This is great. It's my movie, and I want it now. My wedding was days ago. My brother attended, but his wife didn't. She was nearing her due date to give birth, and she didn't come, but he did. This wedding was going well, or the wedding was going well. Till my brother received a call from his mother-in-law telling him that sister-in-law was in labor. He told me he was leaving, and my wife and I were fine with that, but the issue began after he had told one of the guests that sister-in-law was in labor. Word spread out, and suddenly everybody was talking about it, which disrupted the event. Even my parents started calling, and there was a huge fuss, which frankly was unnecessary if my brother just left in silence or made up some excuse. Okay, let's take a look here. The baby's obviously at fault. Very funny. You're the asshole. What was happening to your brother was completely out of his control, significant and scary. To ask him to conceal that in the moment. What the fuck is happening tonight? Everybody says at a wedding, you do not one up the couple, right? You cannot propose to someone at the wedding. You cannot announce a pregnancy at the wedding. This is basically another version of announcing a pregnancy at a wedding, except you're announcing the birth at the wedding or whatever. But now everybody's in here like, oh, actually, you're the asshole for trying to have your wedding be about you. You're about to have a kid. You don't have the best mind. I don't get it. Fine. Fuck it. No wedding. You don't get to have a wedding because someone's having a baby right now somewhere. Someone else is getting married right now. This doesn't get to be your special day. No, fuck you. Someone else is having their birthday today. You can't do that. I don't get it. Maybe my brain is fried from all these posts tonight already. Am I the asshole for asking my girlfriend to watch my favorite movies with me? Uh-oh. The question says no, but the asshole says yes. Let me guess, he's watching porn. So I pulled out Debbie Does Dallas and Deep Throat. Everybody sucks here. You could just leave and let people know after, but it's a big moment for him and he didn't get to pick the time. Human Centipede. All right, hold on. I didn't look yet. Chat, I want you to pick what could the favorite movie be that would make this guy an asshole. We got Human Centipede. We got horror. Mighty Stoosh, you saw the movie? Okay, pick the wrong answer then. I just want to see what could this possibly be that would make him the asshole. Godzilla, the original or the remake? Mighty Stoosh answered above. It's Human Centipede. Oh, is that okay? Yeah, Mighty Stoosh already has. I can't poll it because I would need people to. There need to be more people for polls. Otherwise, it's like 3 people, and you guys are already here in chat anyway. Avatar, the Last Airbender movie. Oh no. Yeah, Mighty Stoosh, I saw it. Human Centipede was your guess. So, okay, so we got Human Centipede, Godzilla 98, the Last Airbender movie. All right, let's see what it actually was. Last weekend was my birthday. My girlfriend, F25. Oh, crap. Oh, no, we're good. Had asked what I wanted to do, and I said I wanted to watch my favorite movie trilogy, Lord of the Rings. Okay, I was not expecting that. I don't think my girlfriend was thrilled, but she didn't say anything and agreed. She had seen them before, and I don't think she really likes them very much because she knows I love them. But she knows I love them, so she doesn't really say anything besides they aren't really her thing. But I really wanted to make a day of watching them, and I went over to her house because she has a really big, comfortable couch. About 10 minutes into the first movie, I look over and she's browsing on her phone. These are the most boringest movies ever. Hey, did you know he actually broke his foot in this scene when he kicks the helmet? Oh, I imagine he's like the insufferable Redditor who's like, oh, did you know that this scene was actually filmed like after the final scene in the movie? All right, about 10 minutes, she's looking at her phone. I was a little miffed, but didn't say anything. She basically scrolled through her phone the entire movie. When we started the second movie, she opened a bottle of wine and proceeded to drink the whole thing while sitting on her phone. Okay, bitch, listen. When you ask your boyfriend what he wants to do for his birthday and he says, I want to watch my favorite movies, then don't sit there and be like, oh, this sucks the whole time. All right? She proceeded to drink the whole bottle while sitting on her phone. I was pretty irritated because she wasn't even paying attention at all. The third movie started and she'd opened another bottle of wine and was asleep within the first 20 minutes. You guys were barely into the beginning of the movie after 20 minutes. I was really mad at that point and just left and went home. A few hours later, I got a text asking where I went. I told her I was mad she couldn't pay attention to my favorite movies on my birthday. She told me I was an asshole and to grow the hell up. What do you mean? What the heck? How did this guy end up being the asshole? Reddit hates women. I've texted her a couple times, but she hasn't responded. Am I the asshole? Okay, the edit. This is really blown up and I've gotten a little overwhelmed, but I do accept that I was the asshole. Watching 9 hours of movies that she hates was definitely too much of an ask and I shouldn't have reacted the way I did. I just took it personally because I felt like she didn't even try and these movies are important to me. That's a little weird. A whole bottle of wine? She's still drunk. She's had 2 bottles of wine. You're the asshole. She's seen them before and she didn't like them, yet she agreed to be... Okay, she agreed to basically be in the room. She wasn't watching them. Like, he could have watched them at home by himself. It would have been the same experience. Why does it matter if she's paying attention? Imagine you go... Someone is, like, taking you on a date, right? And you guys show up at the theater, you get your popcorn, you go get your seats, and the movie's starting, and they're just on their fucking phone the whole time. How shitty would that... Oh, that's a shitty date. But this is basically the same situation, except it's 9 hours of movies. Maybe they could have just watched the non-extended versions. Cut down a couple hours. Okay. Why does it matter if she's paying attention? Because it's a fucking movie date. What do you gain from that except the validation of forcing someone to pay attention to something for however long you like? All right, whatever. What else do we got? Girlfriend, what would you like for your birthday? Sacrifice. I don't think it's unreasonable to want to share your favorite movie / show with your partner, especially on your birthday if they hadn't already seen it. I want to find some validation for my ideas. All 3 of them clocking in at a runtime of over 9 hours. You're the asshole. You're the asshole. Your favorite movies are your favorite. But that she asked what he wanted to do. She could have said no. What's the last airbender for everyone's a bit of... What's the TLA for everyone's a bit of an asshole? What the heck is a TLA? Mighty Stoosh wants to know if you are Stars GF. No. No, you are not. I'd be on my phone the whole time. Oh, 3-letter acronym. Everybody sucks here. ESH. Esh. You're the asshole. I want you to think for a minute a movie you watched that you really did not enjoy. Now imagine that your girlfriend asked you to watch that really long. Oh, so we're watching Titanic again. Or any other movie that I have to sit through that Emmykins likes. You can honestly tell me you wouldn't fidget, fall asleep, get on your phone, or zone out to think of anything else during that movie. I guess I don't know. You're the asshole. How did you think it was gonna go? You're the asshole. Over 11 hours. If I had a boyfriend that wanted to watch these movies for his birthday, I'd probably do it, but sir, I'm 48. I like to sit. You're the asshole. That's several hours of movie she doesn't like. Come on, man. This is silly. I'm out of here. We're done. Watching Parasite 3 times in a row, I would be pissed. I'd be on my phone, absolutely. But I would also not agree to sit through that. So, you know what? Maybe stand up for yourself a little bit. Be like, no, I don't want to do that. I was thinking maybe we could do something together that we both like. Be a little more assertive. And don't just sit there and get drunk on wine through the movie and fall asleep. Because that's not a date anymore. That's him watching a movie by himself. Am I the asshole for interrupting my son's date so he could pick up his little sister? Okay, let's get to the asshole ones. Am I the asshole for exposing my future brother-in-law's shady past to my family? Born into mafia, perhaps? Am I the asshole for wearing an Iron Maiden t-shirt to my first meeting with my girlfriend's parents? No, you're actually based, and they should get rid of the asshole tag here and put based. Based hole. But Parasite was... Who said Parasite was good? Parasite is a fine movie, I guess, if that's what you're into. I'm not into that. Repeatbot says it. Iron Maiden is just... Okay, fine. Let's see what the context is, Rilip. The only thing that would have been more based is wearing your winger shirt to meet your girlfriend's parents. Oh, wait, the ages... Nope, not happening. I-28M, girlfriend 23F. That's like, that is inside the half your age plus 7 rule. But it's cutting it awfully close. Things have gone well. We get along well so far, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, she invited me to come over and have dinner with her parents at their home. She still lives with them for now. We are getting more serious and they wanted to meet me. If it's relevant, her parents are Indian immigrants to the US and I am white. So I thought it was a completely casual meeting and I wore an Iron Maiden t-shirt. I do happen to like the band, but that's not even why I wore it. That's just how I dress, and that shirt just happened to be clean that day. I went and met her parents and thought we had a good meeting. However, my girlfriend is not happy with me. Then she should have said something about the dress code. Emmykin says, I think she's the asshole. When we do movie night, sometimes you pick movies I didn't like and I still paid attention and vice versa. The reason we can't use our phone during the movie, Mighty Stoosh, is because it's meant to be like a shared activity. It's supposed to be a torture session for the person who doesn't like the movie. So having your phone loosens that. It's like if they let you bring your PS5 to prison. It removes the punishment aspect. which obviously that's not going to fly in prison or in a marriage, in this case. Movie night. Oh, I'm still fiddling with the camera. You guys can't even see it. It doesn't matter. All right, back to the post. I honestly just dressed for the meeting the way I usually do and didn't even think about it. You're the asshole because you're an adult. 28, yeah, that checked out. Meeting someone's parents generally isn't an overly casual thing unless they specify that their parents are casual as well. Surely you own a nicer shirt than an Iron Maiden t-shirt, being an adult and all. I don't know. It's a movie though. You're not, well, sometimes we do. But the point is to experience the movie, not to read Reddit on my phone the whole time. I've pre-agreed to this. If I don't want to watch the movie, which we haven't been doing movie nights the last couple of weeks because I have more fun things to do, to be frank. So it's not an expectation. Although we did put on Grease 2 over the weekend, which, free hot take for you guys. Grease 2 is the superior Grease film. People talk about Grease like it's the greatest movie of all time. But actually, Grease 2 is better. Not even the best Grease movie. It was the cleanest Iron Maiden t-shirt. I don't know that it was his nicest. Okay, chat. I think... Does anybody have any closing words for us this evening? Let me get my camera turned on here. I want to get it oriented before I put it away. I had to change it for the cat cam, and now it's all tilted. Okay, so you guys see, I have the lines. There is the line of the painting on one side, and there is the line of the wall, the little wooden paneling on the back behind me. I want to have them parallel. I don't think it's possible though, because of the way that the room is laid out. Because if I turn it that way, I mean, that's still pretty good. Maybe if I tilt it down a little bit. But then that, it's not going to be perfect. Oh well, you guys don't care about this. It doesn't matter. So, thanks everybody for coming out for another wonderful edition of Reddit Court. It looks like the stream did not go down the whole time, which is very awesome. I was a little bit worried. It's good. I got the internet fixed. More McMansion judging. Yes, more McMansions for sure. Those will definitely be coming eventually. But Wednesday, I'm not sure what we're doing for Wednesday yet. Oh, tomorrow. Very important. Chat. If you are not already following Possibly an Alien, Emmykins, if we can get a shout out for Possibly an Alien here. We're gonna have her on the stream tomorrow. We're doing a very special Tuesday stream. It's not Weird Tuesday, other than the fact that it is weird. We're gonna be doing As Told by Ginger trivia. You don't have to know anything about the show. You just have to know that I'm having two experts come on, and they're going to do a trivia showdown of questions that I have written, and it's gonna be a fun, awesome, good time. Don't miss out on it. And we'll be back tomorrow, so it'll be a very special Tuesday stream. The only thing I know about that show is it looks kind of like the Wild Thorn. It's from the same production studio, Klasky Chupo. They also did the Rugrats and some other stuff. Yeah, read up on your As Told by Ginger lore, learn all the characters, go watch the entire 3 seasons on Paramount Plus. Should only take you like 12 hours. You can probably plow through it pretty quick. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, have a great night and be excellent to each other.
Yeah, and you've got fucking big tits, and I'm gonna tell everybody I